This is the government that is not able to release Epstein files, lists of pedophiles who abuse American children, and trying to fight drugs in the international Quantico in Virginia. And the United States did something unusual, and a week ago, it summoned all its generals and admirals around the world to go back to the United States and meet in Virginia, not far from Washington, 20, 30 miles. And everybody started speculating what is happening in the United States because it is something unusual. But the funniest thing is like, it seems President Donald Trump didn't know about the meeting. In fact, when he was asked, he thought it was foreign journalists are coming to the United States, and he started saying that yeah, it's a good thing. What's bad about that? They are going to come and meet our military, and it's going to be something very great. And then J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, he stepped in and had to tell them, yeah, it's good, there's nothing unusual, but we know very well it's not common, it's not something usual to summon all United States generals and admirals to come back. And it's not a national threat issue. Otherwise, it wouldn't have waited till a week. So it's something else. And what we heard in the media is not what's been going on. Normally, it should be something secret that's going to be. And I think it's about something, it's about Venezuela, Iran, China, and Russia, what's going on. And surely about the United States building up forces and trying to strike Venezuela very soon. That's what everybody is saying. But not only that, President Donald Trump, when he went to the UK and met the King of the United Kingdom, Charles, he came back and he said something quite strange things, like allowing European countries to shoot down Russian jets, and also talking about going back to Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan. He said, he tweeted to the Taliban saying that give back Bagram Air Base to those who build it. We first need to know that Bagram Air Base wasn't built by the United States. It was built by the Soviet, and the United States took it later. And yeah, they worked on it and made it better, but it wasn't built by the United States. So what Donald Trump was trying to say is the United States will go back to Afghanistan, yeah, to deploy its troop, also giving a green light to the European countries to shoot down Russian jets. And also recently, yesterday in fact, he said that they can provide them with Tomahawk missiles. And that's going to be very, very risky. So let's go back and see what is happening in Venezuela. In fact, the United States and Venezuela is not a recent issue. It's something that is at least for 3-4 decades now. 3 decades since 1999, since Hugo Chavez took power, and later on he passed away, and Nicolas Maduro came. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for, hey, thanks for the info, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Dash. Oh, yeah, short, oh, I see something else. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, God. That's very encouraging. So, in fact, it's like the United States is using a pretext, and we can say lies to attack Venezuela, but the reality is it's about Venezuela's resources, oil, gas, and gold. We know Venezuela is so rich. In fact, it's like Venezuela possesses the world's largest oil reserve. It even surpassed Saudi Arabia, and it has gold and gas too. And it stands against the United States. It's been like for a very long time, since its former president, Hugo Chavez, and then Nicolas Maduro. So they don't agree with what the United States is doing, and they are very close to Cuba. Thank you. Na is in Colombia. Yeah, Down syndrome Jesus. Na is in Colombia. Down syndrome Jesus. It's like it's a funny name. Thank you. And so the United States started like not recognizing Nicolas Maduro as a legitimate president of the United States, of Venezuela. First of all, they say Juan Guaido, the head of the opposition, he should be the president of Venezuela, not recognizing. And not only that, they're accusing Nicolas Maduro of being a head of a gang or cartel and doubling the bounty on Maduro's head. Can you believe that? Maduro, the United States put $25 million on Maduro's head. And recently, they even doubled the bounty, making it $50 million, and a few of his ministers. So all of them, I think three or four of them, they have on their head like $100 million. That is more than what is being put on Osama bin Laden, Ayman al-Zawahiri, and al-Baghdadi. So these are leaders of a nation in South America, and the United States treating them as terrorists. So the United States started building up forces in the international water in the Caribbean and trying to invade and attack. But we know very well it's not going to be easy to invade Venezuela. The United States in the past invaded countries smaller than Venezuela, and it took almost 20 to 30,000 troops to invade nations like Panama and Grenada. Panama in 1989, the United States had to send 27,000 troops to invade Panama. So Venezuela is being prepared for a very long time, and its population too. Now, recently, they started training their population, almost 4 to 5 millions in guerrilla warfare and all this. So it's not going to be easy. So I don't think they will take their chance. They will take their risk to invade Venezuela, but they just gathering intel and try to strike to find Maduro's location and to incite, to try to tell the opposition to take action so that they can help them. That's what they want to do. But I don't think they can invade Venezuela right now. So we need to know that at the same time, Venezuela is very close to China. Venezuela has been selling its oil, most of it to China, and China has lent 60 for the last 2 decades, almost $60 billion to Venezuela, helping Venezuela a lot. So by fighting Venezuela, toppling the regime in Venezuela, the government, the United States can indirectly harm China. So the United States' biggest war is still against China. The United States will look forward to fight China, but not when China is very strong like now. We know very well that China is very strong for now. So the United States is waiting when China is weakened so that they can attack him. And before that, they want China to have war with Taiwan and to stop China's friends like Iran, Venezuela, Russia, so that China can weaken. We need to know that China needs Venezuela oils, Iran's oil. So the United States is preparing for this war for a very long time. It's not about replacing Maduro to bring democracy or something like that. It is for sure about Venezuela's resources and Venezuela's stand against anti-imperialism. That's for sure. So the United States is prepared for this war. Otherwise, it wouldn't send ships and destroyers in the international water in the Caribbean. And not only that, we need to know the United States struck at least 3 boats, Venezuelan boats, and killed a dozen of Venezuelans in the international water, accusing them of smuggling drugs into the United States, which is not true at all. Even if they have drugs, you cannot strike them. Military soldiers are trained normally. So if somebody is not about to to shoot you, you cannot kill them in the international water. And you need to know that this is the government that is not able to release Epstein files, lists of pedophiles who abuse American children, and trying to fight drugs in the international water, which is something not true at all. So we need to know that the war against Venezuela is war for resources. It's not about democracy. It's not because Maduro rigged the election. He took it from Juan Guaido, and not because of that at all. The United States doesn't care about this. The United States is fighting because Wall Street won it. And they want to invade Venezuela to try to bring regime change. About regime change, it's not about helping Venezuelans at all, and it is very hard to invade Venezuela. It's almost impossible to invade. They won't try this. They will try to gather intel, to strike, and bring about regime change, see if there is any opposition that will take action. But invading Venezuela is not easy at all. Invading Panama wasn't easy 30 years ago. So Venezuela is going to be very, very hard for the United States to invade.